everyone. Good afternoon. It is a great pleasure to extend our warm welcome to the religious dignitaries, distinguished officiating guests, and all of you to celebrate Sri Lanka, the National Independence Day event of Sri Lanka in 2025, organized by the Sri Lanka Buddhist Cultural Center in Hong Kong, supported by the Sri Lanka Honorary Consulate in Hong Kong, SAR, and Macau, SAR. Having your presence at this event today is truly an honor, and your participation will undoubtedly make it even more special. Thank you.
Hong Kong ha Macau विशेष परिपालन एककයන්හි ශ්‍රී ලංකා ගෞරව සේවා කොන්සල් කාර්යාලයේ සහයෝගිතාවයේ සමග ශ්‍රී ලාංකික බෞද්ධ සංස්කෘතික මධ්‍යස්ථානය සංවිධානය කරන 2025 ජාතික දිනය Celebrate Sri Lanka උත්සවයට සැපැමිණි ගෞරවනීය පූජ්‍යපක්ෂය සම්භාවනීය අමුත්තන් ඇතුළු ඔබ සැම තමත් ගෞරවයෙන් පිළිගන්නවා. මම SLBCC වෙනුවෙන් පුන්සිරි විතරකරත්න අපි දැන් සූදානම් වන්නේ මංගල පහන් සිනු දැක්වීම සඳහායි.
Aiboan, good afternoon. It gives us great pleasure to extend our warm welcome to the religious dignitaries, distinguished officiating guests, and all of you to celebrate Sri Lanka, the National Independence Day event of Sri Lanka 2025, organized by the Sri Lanka Buddhist Cultural Center in Hong Kong, supported by the Sri Lanka Honorary Consulate in Hong Kong, SAR, and Macau, SAR. I am Chandani Boteju from SLBCC. We would now like to commence the event and invite the following officiating guests for the lighting of the traditional oil lamp. The Most Venerable Shastrapati Sigiriya Sumipatero, founder of SLBCC Hong Kong, Pastor Osman Dialvis, Sri Lanka Fellowship, International Assembly, Hong Kong, Professor the Honorable Priscilla Leung, GBS JP, Legislative Council Member and Founding President of the Hong Kong Association for External Friendship, Mr. Derek Hung, Honorary Consulate of the Democratic Socialist Republic of Sri Lanka in Hong Kong, SAR, and Macau, SAR, Mr. Stephen Lau, Chief Executive, International Social Services, Hong Kong, Ms. Yoko Wong, JP, Yao Sing Mong, District Councillor, Ms. Cherry Hong, Labour Office, Labour Department, Dr. Chamila Panduwawala, representing the academics of Sri Lanka in Hong Kong, Dr. Waiman Tang, Department of Anthropology, the Chinese University of Hong Kong, Mr. Leslie Lee, Chairman, International Union of Professional Development Institutions and Principal Donor of Sri Lanka Farm Village, Ms. Lydia Chang, President, Joint Free Limited Hong Kong and Principal Donor, SLBCC Koi Fung Center, Mr. Bandula Ajit Kumara, President, Association of Sri Lankans in Hong Kong, representing the Sri Lankan community in Hong Kong, Mr. Krishanta Balapitiya, Country Manager Trico International Hong Kong Limited, representing the Sri Lankan business community in Hong Kong, Mr. Dinesh Boteju, Senior Vice President, Global Payment Solution HSBC Hong Kong, representing the Sri Lankan professionals in Hong Kong. Mr. Ajit Sirivardana, representing SLBCC. Thank you.
Ladies
and gentlemen, please rise for the national anthem of Sri Lanka. Thank you.
අප දැන් සූදානම් වන්නේ නර්තනයට අධිපති සරස්වති දේවියගේ ආශිර්වාදය ප්‍රාර්ථනා කරන පූජා නැටුමකින් උත්සවයේ නර්තනාංග ආරම්භ කිරීමටයි.
We would like to commence with showcasing the culture of Sri Lanka with the puja dance to invoke the blessings of Saraswati, the goddess who is revered as the embodiment of all creative arts, sciences, wisdom and learning. Thank you.
त्रैलोक तिलक मामुनि सगणिन भुवन पूजल अधिपति देवियन වහන්සේගේ ආඥාවෙන් ආනුභාවයෙන් කැකුළු පායුක කලල පියුමක රන් කොතෙන් නිදි කිරණ රණ මැද මෙරග මඩලේ විකුම් ලන්නට අවසර දෙන්නේ
උත්සවයට සපැමිණි ඔබ සැම පිළිගැනීම සඳහා SLBCC ගරු ලේකම් හර්නි පෙරේරා මහත්මිය විසින් කරන ඇත.
That's the dance troupe of SLBCC. Thank you very much for your incredible performance. We would now cordially invite Mrs. Harini Pereira, Honorable Secretary of the SLBCC, to deliver the welcome speech.
Ayubowan. Welcome. Venerable Mahasangha, Reverend Pastor, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. Today, we gather to honor Sri Lanka's National Day, marking the 77th Independence Day. In 1948, Sri Lanka achieved independence from the British rule, which lasted over 200 years, following periods under Portuguese and Dutch. For 77 years, Sri Lanka has endured various natural and man-made disasters, including a 30-year-old civil war that caused division and loss across the country, impacting many of us during our childhood and young adulthood. In 2004, Sri Lanka suffered the devastating impact of the world tsunami to strike Southeast Asia, resulting in the loss of tens of thousands of innocent lives. As we started to rebuild our nation, we were unaware of an impending economic crisis. The COVID-19 pandemic led to severe economic turmoil, causing lost livelihoods and shortages of essential medicines and food. Nevertheless, we Sri Lankans are known for our courage and resilience. We learn from our experiences and continue to move forward. Together, we are a nation committed to rebuilding our beloved motherland, inspired by the great rulers who once constructed our country, brick by brick, stone by stone, marveling at the wonders of our beautiful land has to offer. Today we celebrate the essence of Sri Lanka, a country with thousands of years of history, a rich culture shaped by its people, and a diverse cuisine influenced by various cultures. We especially value the resilience, courage, hospitality, warmth, and generosity of the Sri Lankan spirit. Distinguished guests, please allow me to address this gathering in my mother tongue. හිතවතුනි, අද මෙම උත්සවයට විශේෂ ආරාධිතයන් විශාල ප්‍රමාණයක් පැමිණ සිටීම ඔබ අප සැමට මහත් ආඩම්බරයක්. ඔබ සැම ගෞරවයෙන් පිළිගන්නා අතරම ශ්‍රී ලාංකික විද්වතුන්, වෘත්තීය වේදීන්, මෙරට දේශපාලනික මෙන්ම රාජ්‍ය හා රාජ්‍ය නොවන සංවිධාන කිහිපයක්ම නියෝජිතයන් අප මධ්‍යස්ථානයේ ඇතුළු ශ්‍රී ලාංකිකයන්ගේ සුබ සිද්ධිය වෙනුවෙන් දායක වන්නන් ඇතුළු මේ සම්භාවනීය අමුත්තන් පිළිගැනීම ඉංග්‍රීසි භාෂාවෙන් කරන්නට අපහට කාරුණිකව අවසර දෙන්න. Ladies and gentlemen, today's event is organized by the Sri Lankan Buddhist Cultural Center with the support of the Honorary Consulate of Sri Lanka for Hong Kong Special Administrative Region and the Macau Special Administrative Region of the People's Republic of China. It is my privilege to extend a warm welcome to our esteemed guests attending today's occasion. First and foremost, as per our tradition, We welcome the founder and the chairperson of Sri Lankan Buddhist Cultural Centre, Venerable Sigiri Sumita Thero, and Sri Lankan Fellowship Leader of International Christian Assembly ICA Church, Pastor Osman Dialvis. Both of you, as devoted religious leaders, have illuminated the right path and worked tirelessly for the improvement of our community. We extend our heartfelt gratitude to you. We are privileged to welcome our chief guest, Madam Professor Honorable Priscilla Leung Mei-fun, GBS, GP Legislative Council member and founding president of the Hong Kong Association for the External Friendship. Madam Leung, your presence at this event fills us with immense joy, and it is a true honor for our small Sri Lankan community in Hong Kong. Your dedication to fostering friendships across the communities and nations will undoubtedly inspire our younger generations to years to come. We are thrilled to welcome Mr. Hun Chiwa Direk, Honorary Consul of Sri Lanka in Hong Kong and Macau, our long-time friend, our well-wisher. Sir, your unwavering dedication to improving our community is deeply appreciated, and we extend our heartfelt gratitude to you. Next, I'm sorry, I think Mr. Stephen Yao is not here, but we would like to welcome him too. Next, we welcome our distinguished guest, Ms. Yoko Wong, Shi Ming MHJP, Yao Ching Mong District Councillor, Ms. Cherry Hung, Labour Officer, Labour Department, Ms. Angie Fang, Assistant Labour Officer, Labour Department, Ms. Niru Vishwanath, Equal Opportunities Officer, Dr. Shamila Panduawala, Dr. Wyman Tang, Lecturer in Anthropology in the Chinese University of Hong Kong, Mr. Roger Kam, Chairman, Chinese General Chamber of Commerce of Kowloon West Liaison Group, Mr. Leslie Ying Shi Lee, Chairman, International Union of Professional Development Institution, Principal Donor of Sri Lankan Farm Village in Shantroi, Mr. Chan Kwanwa Lydia, President, Joint Free Limited, Hong Kong, Principal Donor, SLBCC Kwai Fong Center, Ms. Tianai Ren, Officer, Hong Kong Association for External Friendship, Mr. Bandula Ajit Kumara, President, Association of Sri Lankans in Hong Kong, Mr. Kumar Minhas, Chairman, Pakistan GBA Chamber of Commerce in Hong Kong, Mr. Devan Saiful Alam, Chairman, Asia, Africa and Middle East Committee of Hong Kong General Chamber of Commerce, Member of DAB Ethnic Minority Committee, Mr. Krishanta Balapitiya, Country Manager, Trico International, Mr. Dinesh Boteju, Senior Vice President, Corporate Banking, HSBC Hong Kong, Mr. Jeffrey Andrews, Social Worker, Christian Action, Center for Refugees, Ms. Manisha Vijayasinghe, Executive Director, Health for Domestic Workers, Mr. Manilka Pereira, CEO, Trump's Trading Company Limited, Mr. Said Naushad, Head of Key Accounts, ISC EFL Global, and Mrs. Udeni Anthony. Ladies and gentlemen, fellow Sri Lankans, we extend a heartfelt welcome to each of you at the Celebrate Sri Lanka National Day event. Please relax and enjoy the rest of the afternoon. Thank you.
Stuti Garulekam Tumia. Hong Kong hi Sri Lanka අපිට හිමි වන්නේ පූර්ණ බලතල සහිත කොන්සල් ජෙනරල් කාර්යාලයක් නොව ගරු සේවා කොන්සල් කාර්යාලයකි. අප දන්නා පරිදි ශ්‍රී ලාංකික ප්‍රජාවගේ තාල්තාවේ මත ඒ තීරණය කරනු ලබන්නේ ශ්‍රී ලංකා රජය විසිනි. එම ගරු සේවා තනතුර ලැබෙනුයේ ශ්‍රී ලංකා රජයෙන් යෝජිත චීන මධ්‍යම රජයේ අනුමැතිය හිමිවන හොංකොං පුරවැසියෙකුය. ගරු සේවා කොන්සල්වරයෙකු එම සේවය සපයන්නේ වැඩ හෝ වෙනත් කිසිදු දීමනාවක් නොලබා ස්වේච්ඡාවෙන්ය. කාර්යාලය පරිශ්‍රය, කාර්ය මණ්ඩලය, මෙහෙයුම් කටයුතු සියල්ලම තම වියදමින් දරාගත යුතුය. ගරු සේවා කොන්සල්වරයෙකුගේ මූලික කාර්යභාරය වන්නේ ආර්ථික, සංස්කෘතික, අධ්‍යාපන හා සංචාරක ආදී ප්‍රවර්ධනයන් කිරීමත් ඉතා සීමිත රාජතාන්ත්‍රික කටයුතු වල නියැලීමක් තියෙනවා. ඊට අමතරව හොංකොංගි ශ්‍රී ලාංකික ප්‍රජාවගේ බහුතරය වන විදේශ ගෘහස්ත සේවා ප්‍රජාවට අදාළ කොන්ත්‍රාත්තු සාධක කිරීමත් සිදු කෙරේ. 1985 සිට 2016 තෙක් වසර 30ක පමණ කාලයක් හොංකොංගි ශ්‍රී ලංකා ගරු සේවා කොන්සල්වරයාව සිටි නැසී ගිය ආචාර්ය තෝමස් චුම් මහතා ඉතා විශිෂ්ට සේවාවක් ශ්‍රී ලාංකික ප්‍රජාව වෙත ඉටු කරන ලදී. එතුමාගෙන් පසුව ගරු සේවා කොන්සල්වරු දෙදෙනෙකු පත් වුවත් ඒ දෙදෙනාම ඉතාමත් කෙටි කාලයක් තුළ තම තනතුරු වලින් ඉල්ලා අස්විය. වසර ගණනාවක් පුරා කොන්සල්වරයෙකු නැති පසුබිමක් මත අප මධ්‍යස්ථානයේ එනම් SLBCC ආයතනයට හැකි වූවා එවකට දේශපාලන නායකයෙකුව සිටි ශ්‍රී ලාංකික ප්‍රජාව වෙත නිබඳව සහාය දැක්වූ ඩෙරෙක් හොන් මහතාගේ කැමැත්ත ලබාගෙන එතුමාගේ නම හොංකොංගි ගරු සේවා කොන්සල් තනතුර සඳහා ලක් රජය වෙත යෝජනා කරන්නට. එය පසුගිය වසරේ මල්කන ගැනුණා. එතන් පටන් ඩෙරෙක් හොන් මහතා මෙහි ශ්‍රී ලංකා ගරු සේවා කොන්සල්වරයා වශයෙන් ඉතාමත් අපහසුකම් රාශියක් මැද්දේවත් ඉතාමත් දැඩි කැපවීමකින් කටයුතු කරන ආකාරය අප අත්දැකීමෙන් දක්වනවා. එතුමාට කරන ගෞරවයක් වශයෙන් අද උත්සවයේ ආරාධිත දේශනාවක් කිරීම සඳහා එතුමන්ට ආරාධනා කිරීමටයි අප දැන් සූදානම් වන්නේ.
Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the Sri Lankan community in Hong Kong, we would like to extend our deepest gratitude to former Honorary Consul, the late Dr. Thomas Chum, for making a tremendous difference in our community through his services over a period of 30 years from 1985 to 2016. Subsequently, the resignations of 2 honorary consuls within a short period of time left a huge gap in consular representation for a couple of years. In this context, with his consent, SLBCC proposed Mr. Derek Home, who was then a prominent political leader in Hong Kong, as the Honorary Consul of Sri Lanka in Hong Kong SAR. The appointment of Mr. Derek Home as the new Honorary Consul was indeed a significant development for the Sri Lankans in Hong Kong. It helped restore consular services and support, which are vital for addressing the needs and concerns of the Sri Lankan community here in Hong Kong. In recognition of his unwavering support and dedication to the Sri Lankan community, we are delighted to invite Mr. Derek Home, Honorary Consul, Honorary Consulate of the Democratic Socialist Republic of Sri Lanka in Hong Kong SAR and Macau SAR, to deliver the keynote speech. Thank you.
Honorable Professor Priscilla Leung, Venerable Subita Zero, Constable Osman, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. I'm honored to be appointed as Honorary Consul of Sri Lanka in Hong Kong and Macau. Ayubuan, Supo Taha Warka. Thank you for joining us today as we celebrate the National Day of Sri Lanka. I would like to begin by expressing my heartfelt gratitude to the Sri Lankan Buddhist Cultural Center, Venerable Zero, Secretary Mrs. Helene Pereira, the Master Ceremony and all the committee members, and all the volunteers for organizing this event. It is a wonderful occasion to honor the rich history, culture, and strong unity of all Sri Lankan community in Hong Kong. We are delighted to welcome Ms. Yoko Wong, Gasly Ali Brook, Mrs. Udeni Anthony and her husband, as well as the officials from the Labour Departments and the Equal Opportunity Commission. Chairman of renowned Chamber of Commerce, Mr. Roger Kim, Mr. Komavihas and Mr. Masujimu, heads of NGOs and community leaders who have joined us on this very special occasion. Hong Kong is a dynamic metropolitan city under China's one country, two system framework. Its low tax regime and social stability make it an attractive hub for foreigners seeking opportunity in business, education, and employment. I believe that there is significant potential to further expand bilateral relationship between Sri Lanka and Hong Kong. The Minister of Foreign Affairs, Foreign Employment and the Tourism of Sri Lanka, Dr. Vijita Herak, has given me his letter, and I hereby share it with you on his behalf. As Sri Lanka celebrates its 77th Independence Day, we pay tribute to the sacrifice of those who fought to secure our nation's sovereignty. The historic occasion is not only a recommendation of our freedom from colonial rule, but it is also a reaffirmation of our commitment to unity, progress, and global cooperation. Sri Lanka has long stood as a symbol of resilience and strength. Our foreign policy is firmly rooted in mutual respect, diplomacy, and constructive engagement with the international community to promote peace, stability, and prosperity. Today, interconnected world, we continue to strengthen and bilateral and multilateral partnership, reflecting both our proud heritage and our aspiration for the future. Beyond our borders, we recognize the invaluable contribution of the Sri Lankan workforce around the world. Their dedication enhances our international presence and strengthens our economy. Ensuring their welfare, security, and dignity remains a top priority. Likewise, the tourism industry, which is a key pillar of our economy, continue to showcase Sri Lankan breathtaking landscape, vibrant culture, and warm hospitality to the world. As we look ahead to a future filled with promise and opportunity, let us work together to elevate Sri Lanka's global standing, drive sustainable economic growth, and build a nation that honors its past while forging ahead. United in purpose and vision, we can create a prosperous, inclusive, and globally admired of Sri Lanka. We are confident that Sri Lankan engage as a nation that ensures a beautiful life for all of its people. Unquote. As Consulate with Venerable Zero, and we plan to establish a task force to raise scholarship donation for the Sri Lankan students in Hong Kong. I encourage you to support these meaningful initiatives and reach out to him for details. To conclude, I would like to thank particularly Professor Priscilla Leung, Dr. Camilla Penduwawala, Dr. Wyman Tang, Mr. Leslie Lee, Ms. Lydia Chen, all the community leaders of Sri Lankan and the sponsor for their continuous and generous support for the Sri Lankan community. On this National Day, I invite you all to enjoy the Sri Lankan traditional performance as we celebrate this with joy, happiness, and peace. Lastly, I wish you all healthy, happiness, and a prosperous new year of the snake. Thank you.
අද මෙම උත්සවයට වෙනදාටත් වඩා වැඩි ශ්‍රී ලාංකික නොවන ආරාධිතයන් පිරිසක් සහභාගී වෙනවා. විශේෂයෙන්ම ප්‍රධාන ආරාධිත අමුත්‍ය ඇතුළු එම ආරාධිතයන් හරහා හොංකොංගේ ශ්‍රී ලාංකික ප්‍රජාව පිළිබඳ වඩා ධනාත්මක දැක්මක් හොංකොං සමාජයට ලබා දීමයි අපගේ අරමුණ. විශේෂයෙන් එම ආරාධිතයන් සම්බන්ධ කර ගැනීම වෙනුවෙන් අපගේ නව ලේකම්තුමීට ස්තුතිය පළ කරමින් අප දැන් යොමු වන්නේ ප්‍රධාන ආරාධිතාවගේ දේශනයට ආරාධනා කිරීම සඳහායි.
It's with great honor we introduce our esteemed chief guest, Professor the Honorable Priscilla Leung, GBS JP Legislative Council member and founding president of the Hong Kong Association for External Friendship. Professor Leung is a Hong Kong legislator, barrister and law professor at the City University of Hong Kong. She is a member of the Legislative Council of Hong Kong and specializes in Chinese law, Hong Kong basic law and cross-border legal disputes. She chairs the Legislative Council's educational panel and previously led its judicial and legal affairs panel. As the founding president of the Hong Kong Association for External Friendship, Professor Leung is dedicated to fostering international friendship and collaboration through cultural exchanges, economic cooperation and civil relationships. Please join me in extending a warm welcome to our distinguished chief guest, Madam Professor Priscilla Leung. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorary. Thank you for all my prestigious friends from Sri Lanka. Distinguished guests, esteemed members of Sri Lanka and Hong Kong community, friends, colleagues, good afternoon. It is an immense honor for me to be here today to join you in celebrating the National Day of Sri Lanka, a day that marks not only the pride, joy and achievements of a great nation, but also the remarkable contributions of the Sri Lankan community in Hong Kong. Today, we are gathered here not only to celebrate the history and culture of Sri Lanka, but also to recognize the unity, perseverance, and strong spirit of the people, qualities that resonate deeply with the diverse communities of Hong Kong. Sri Lanka's rich cultural heritage, vibrant traditions like the beautiful lighting ceremony that we had the privilege to participate today, has deep-rooted values of hospitality, respect, humility, and resilience, and truly admirable. I want to take this wonderful opportunity to appreciate this rich history of Sri Lanka and the community in Hong Kong, as it is deeply connected to Hong Kong's development. Sri Lankans have been part of Hong Kong social and economic landscape for over a century. Early migrants came here as traders, doctors, engineers, craftspeople, professionals, civil servants. Over the years, the Sri Lankan community has made a significant impact in Hong Kong, contributing to various fields such as healthcare, education, law, finance, sports, and hospitality. Many Sri Lankans have played a vital role in Hong Kong. Particularly, you also helped us to groom our home economy. With the dedication and kindness of hard work of some of you, being our domestic workforce, it has released many of the housewives in Hong Kong who could work and fulfill also our career. So I have to thank all those who have helped. I remember in 2003, watching on the news as the world grappled with the SARS outbreak, and hearing about the groundbreaking discovery made by Professor Malik Puris and his team, a distinguished Sri Lankan permanent resident of Hong Kong. Professor Puris became a global figure in virology when his group was the first to isolate the SARS coronavirus, a critical breakthrough that helped shape public health responses in our city and worldwide. His dedication to science and humanity is an inspiration, and his achievements to make both Sri Lanka and Hong Kong proud. Just like Professor Puris, many Sri Lankans have continued to make their mark as entrepreneurs, industrial leaders, and professionals, helping to shape Hong Kong into the international metropolis it is today. My family have a very good family friend who is also a professor in law, came from Sri Lanka. So we have all this deep-rooted family and also community relationship for generations. This pioneering spirit and resilience of Sri Lankans have made them an integral part of Hong Kong. In fact, you are all Hong Kongers, and we are all Hong Kongers. We are here to make Hong Kong more beautiful and more popular. Hong Kong is proud to be home for such a thriving Sri Lankan community, along with other ethnic minorities in Hong Kong. You are an integral part that we cannot miss. And you have made Hong Kong a true super connector and value added. Your hard work has exemplified the spirit of inclusiveness and cooperation of our city. Hong Kong has always been a place where people from different backgrounds come here to pursue opportunities and to build a bright future. You make your home here, and you become part of us. Under the leadership of our Chief Executive, we are committed to telling the good stories of Hong Kong to the world. In an increasingly complex global landscape, it is our duty to showcase the remarkable opportunities and strengths that Hong Kong has. As an externally oriented economy, Hong Kong stands at the crossroads of East and West, bridging cultures and connecting markets. We are not only a leading international financial, shipping, and trade hub, but also home to a dynamic society that thrives on unity and inclusiveness and diversity. We are proud that Hong Kong holds numerous world-class positions, from being the top of the freest market economies to boasting 5 of our world top 100 universities. These achievements are a testament of our city's strength and our people's ambition. At the heart of our success lies the one country, two systems, which allow us to leverage to continue to have a common law system with a low tax and business-friendly environment. Hong Kong is always famous for our rule of law and judiciary. Hong Kong enjoys unparalleled connectivity with the mainland of China, Southeast Asian countries, and beyond, making it an ideal place for talents, business, and investment. However, beyond our unique economic and infrastructural advantages, what makes Hong Kong shine is its people, the diversity of our people from all different parts of the world. The Sri Lankan community, along with our other ethnic minority plays an indispensable role in reshaping our multicultural identity. We must continue to work together to build a more integrated and harmonious society where everyone, regardless of background, can thrive and call Hong Kong home. Our government remains committed to ensuring every ethnic community, including all our Sri Lankan friends, to receive equal opportunities in education, employment, and public services. As a legislator and the founding president of the Hong Kong Association for External Friendship, we promise to provide all the best opportunities for all our friends, the young people, to have the best opportunity to develop your dreams in Hong Kong, including job opportunities and education. And that we would work hard in the Legislative Council to fight for more resources to make sure all this younger generation will work together with all of us happily and also have the dream and passion to realize in this place. We recognize the importance of empowering our ethnic minority populations, and we will continue to implement policies that foster representation and mutual respect. I encourage all of us, government, business people, community organizations, NGOs, to work together to remove discrimination and barriers, to build greater understanding and cultivate a city where differences and diversity are not only accepted, but celebrated. I'm heartened to see so many young members here, and I assure you, you will find your dream in Hong Kong. Whether excelling in schools and university, contributing to social enterprise, and launching new business, you embody the future of here. Your success stories are the stories of Hong Kong. I urge you to continue reaching for new heights, forging cross-cultural friendship and making a difference in your respective field. Every one of you here is an invaluable asset to Hong Kong. Let me share just a very little bit of my own background. My grandfather came from the mainland of China. I grew up in public housing estate. My father also worked in the labor force. We grabbed the opportunity in Hong Kong. We worked hard, we studied, and we managed to enter the university, became a professional, and now a law professor and legislator. You can do the same. Hong Kong is always such a city that allows everyone who works hard to achieve this. Today, as we celebrate Hong Kong's Sri Lanka community, together with the Sri Lanka Friends, your National Day, let us also celebrate friendship, unity, and a shared mission for a better community. I extend my warmest congratulations to Sri Lanka community and heartfelt best wishes for the health, prosperity, happiness, and continued success. May the friendship between our community and between Hong Kong, China, and Sri Lanka continue to flourish for generations and generations. Last but not least, Happy New Year. Thank you. Have a wonderful afternoon.
I just also want to let you know that Professor Malik Peris and the other professors are not here today because they are traveling and out of Hong Kong, so unfortunately they couldn't make it. Next up, we have lined up a very colorful event, the Children's Dancing Group of SLBCC. Let's invite them onto the stage. Thank you.
දේශනාවන් ටිකකින් පස්සේ මම හිතන්නේ හැමෝටම වෙහස මාංශයක් ඇති වේදිකාව පිටපස්සෙන් පුංචි කිචු කිචෙකුත් වුණා. ඒ අපේ පුංචි පැටවට එක විදිහකට ඉන්න බෑනේ. ඉතින් අපි තවත් වෙලාවට ඔයවා අපේ පුංචි පැටවුන් දෙන්න කියමු වේදිකාවට එයාලගේ දස්කම් පාන්න. එහෙමනම් වේගවත් ස්පොන්සර් නායකයෙක් නැවත පිළිගන්න ශ්‍රී ලංකා අනාගතයේ හොංකොං වල අපේ SLBCC පුංචි පැටවුන්.
ප්‍රධාන අමාත්‍ය කැමැත්තෙන් සිටිනවා පුංචි පැටවුන් සමග පින්තූරය ගන්නට. ඒක නිසා උත්සවයේ කටයුතු පුංචි වෙනසක් කරන්න අපි සූදානම් වෙනවා. මොකද අය වඩා සතුටටපත් වෙලා තියෙන පුංචි පැටවුන් එක අය පුංචි පැටවුන් එක වැඩ කරන කෙනෙක් බොහෝ විට. ඒක නිසා අපි ඒ අවස්ථාව ලබා දෙමු ඊළඟ අංගයට යන්නට ප්‍රවෘත්තම.